gonna be fully honest here. I'm not the biggest Sarah J. Maas fan. And what I mean by that is I started with ACOTAR series and I got to the second book and I just realized it just wasn't for me. I didn't really care for the story as much. The Throne of Glass series was also becoming famous on TikTok. I was hesitant to read it. One, because I didn't really like ACOTAR series to begin with. I got really terrified with the amount of books that I had to read for the series, as well as how big the books are. And there were so many TikToks going over the reading sequences, and I was kind of getting overwhelmed. I decided to give it a try, and I will be reading the Throne of Glass series, the first book. And I'm not starting with Assassin's Blade. I'm just going to be starting with the first book, Throne of Glass. And hopefully this can change my mind and I'll have a different view on the different books that Sarah J. Maas is. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm around 40 pages in, and I'm not very far in it. I am realizing why I don't read fantasy books, and this is no shade towards Sarah J. Maas. I think this is just a personal issue, is I have a horrible attention span, and a lot of fantasy books require a lot of detail and complexity, and I think that's probably why I gravitate towards romance books, because it's very simple and the plot is very simple. And I'm actually intrigued by the premise of this book. I do think it's interesting. I'm also kind of impressed because I know that Sarah J. Maas wrote this first book when she was 16 years old. I can't imagine how her newer books are going to be written. Yeah, I just need to get through it. I'm like at 40 pages, so I think I just need to keep on reading. So I'm close to 100 pages, and I don't know how people I don't know how booktubers read so much. Or just read for long periods of time, because right now I'm just getting very tired of reading so much. Even though I've gotten to 100 pages, so I guess it's not a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's a 400 page book, so it is pretty big. But I'm close to 100 pages, and without giving too much away, the main character is Celaena. I'm probably gonna butcher this. I'll probably have to go back and watch other people to understand how to pronounce her name, but I think it's Celaena, and she is an assassin, and she just got captured through the king. One thing is they're giving her an option of a way out to become the assassin for and work for the king. However, she has to be in competition with other people to compete in order to be the assassin of the king, and that will reduce her sentence and she'll be freed. And so that's the exchange that they have. And right now they're going through, it's like kind of the introduction of going through the beginning of the trials to know who is the fit assassin for the king. I feel like it's kind of like, if you've ever watched or read Hunger Games, that's what it feels like, where Katniss is going through and being introduced through all the contestants that are also in competition with her, and that's where I'm at right now. So I feel like things are gonna pick up. I think for me, I just haven't read fantasy in a while, and I know that a lot of information needs to get out there before any of the intensity or any of the bigger scenes happen. I'm just a very impatient person, so I might just take a little break, maybe get a coffee or something to wake me up, and then I'll just start reading again. Okay, I have my drink right here. I actually just got a tea instead, and I'm gonna continue on reading. I'm at 270 for the pages, and I think I'm around like 65% done. And I know I hate doing this, but I feel like I'm gonna have to DNF this book. I know people are gonna be pissed or upset because there's such a loyal fan base when it comes to this book. I just realized that I just am not connecting with the characters. The plot line is interesting, but it's not interesting enough for me to continue forward with the book. I don't know. I feel bad for saying it. There's just going to be a lot of people who are going to be upset with my decision. I'm not normally a fantasy reader to begin with, so just keep that in mind with my opinion. Yeah, just let me know like if you have read the series, what would be your opinion? Would you continue forward? Does it get better with the series? Because right now I'm just going to DNF it, but let me know in the comments if I should continue on and make that a new video or if I should read something else. I definitely gave it a try and I hope to see you in the next videos that I create.